Talk. I'm your host, Carl Gibbons, and today we're going to get all legal on you because our guest today is Steve Maggi, and he's a lawyer, former immigrant, and naturalized US citizen, so that's something that we both have in common. He's been practicing immigration law in the US now for almost 2 decades. He's a Georgetown University Law Center graduate and former associate at the international law firm of Morgan, Lewis and Bockius. He's also now the founder of SMA Law Firm, which he currently manages to help individuals and companies worldwide with their vision and their dream to become a part of the American dream. Steve, welcome to Team Talk.
Thank you so much. Pleasure to be here, Carl.
Okay, so let's get down to it, Steve. We live in a country that's vilified, it appears to me, by everybody that lives in it, but there's a whole line of people waiting at the door who want to get in, right? And that's always, I don't see the line going the other way. I don't see people with their bags wanting to leave. But there's lots of myth, rumor, and legend about how you actually get into the US. So I want to start and break all of that down and let's talk about that. So let's start off with anybody that's watching this, and we have viewers all over the world who are thinking, I would like to leave where I am now. I left the UK and I would like to live in the United States. What are the rules? What does it take? What do they need? How does it happen?
Wow, it's a very broad question, Carl. I think
and you've got 30 seconds and your time starts now.
The first rule of thumb is, what is your nationality, or what nationalities do you have? In other words, which passports do you possess? Which passports do your spouse, maybe does your spouse possess? Because there are different visas available to individuals depending on where they're from, what passports they have. That allows them to create, maybe be a little bit more innovative or creative, and to use different kinds of visas to enter the US, especially if they're entrepreneurs. If you have an entrepreneurial hat you can put on, and you're from one of 81 countries that have a treaty with the US, it's called the E2 treaty, for example, you have a good opportunity to set up a business like a lot of people in the UK do through the US Embassy in London. And so the first question is, what nationalities do you have? And I guess the second question is then, who do you work for overseas? Perhaps you work for a company that can transfer you if they set up a subsidiary. And then obviously the easiest route is still, do you have direct family members in the US that might be able to petition for you? If you don't fall into any of those categories, it's going to be a little bit more challenging.